I want to find 50% of 32. Remember, 50% is like finding half of a number. So I really want to find half of 32, which is equal to 16. You can always check your work using a calculator by converting the percent to a decimal. So 50% as a decimal is 5/10 of, means multiply, 32. And if you type that in your calculator, you will get 16. So 50% of 32 is 16. I want to find 25% of 24. So thinking about 25% as a fraction, that's 1/4. So I want to find 1/4 of 24. 1/4 is just half of a half. So really I can find half of 24 and then find half again. So half of 24 is 12, half of 12 is 6. So 1/4 of 24 equals 6. To check that on a calculator, 25% as a decimal is 25 hundredths times 24 would equal 6. I want to find 10% of 263. So 10% as a fraction is 1/10 of 263. When I'm finding 1/10 of a number, or 10%, I'm jumping to the left once. So that would make my decimal land in between the 6 and the 3. So 1/10 of 263 is 26 and 3/10. Checking that with a calculator, 1/10 times 263 is 26 and 3/10. To find 5% of a number, we need to find 10% of a number and then take half of that because 5 is half of 10. So first I will find 10% of 48. Remember from the previous example, 10% is 1/10 of 48. I'm going to jump to the left once. So that gives me an answer of 4 8/10. Now I just need to find half of 4 8/10. And that equals 2 4/10. So 5% of 48 would be 2 4/10. To check that with your calculator, 5% as a decimal is 5 hundredths times 48 equals 2 4/10. To find 1% of a number, I'm finding 1/100th of that number. Finding 1/100th of a number, I'm dividing by 100, so I'm jumping to the left twice, making the decimal land between the 3 and the 5. So 1% of 358 is 3 58/100ths. Checking that with a calculator, 1% as a decimal is 1/100th times 358 equals 3 58/100ths.